Hi there. I'm Pastor Johnson. I want to welcome you and invite you to join us at Christ Lutheran Church here in Milford, Michigan for this Sunday's worship. This coming Sunday, May 10th, it is Mother's Day. It's also the end of our Love and Marriage series. We're going to be looking at St. Paul's letter to the Ephesians, chapter 5. And while you may have heard those words, you may have struggled with those words in the past, it is our hope and prayer that as you have walked through with us this series on love and marriage, that you will see new things. You will find an opening and a gift in these words that you may not have ever seen before. They really are a culmination of the whole story of the scriptures now brought down in just the microcosm moment of the relationship between a man and a woman in marriage. So I hope that you're able to join us for that. We'll be looking all the way back to Genesis and again all the way forward to our lives. And it is my prayer that it will be as much of a blessing to you as it has been for me. Now, with that, I didn't hit all my buttons this morning, and that's okay. There we go. Time for our weekly announcements. Have a couple of things here. So we have on May 16th, that is not, when this comes out, not the first Saturday, but the next Saturday. After that, we have our barn dance. It is at 5:30. There may still be tickets available. If you did not sign up yet, please reach out to Ruth Libby, and we would love to have you join us if you can. Again, I'm not sure if tickets are still available, but if they are, or if you have interest, please again reach out to Ruth Libby. We have the Sunday, the 17th, so not Mother's Day, but the Sunday after, will be our Celebration Sunday. As I announced in church on this last Sunday, if you've not been around Christ or our ministry for a long period of time, you may not know what Celebration Sunday is. It is the Sunday that is closest to the traditional day of the kind of first activities of Christ Lutheran. I apologize for just got a little bit of thoughts going here, there, and everywhere this morning. But Celebration Sunday is about us looking back to the past, to seeing God's actions, to seeing God's work in days of old, about 78 years old for us, and then looking forward as well for what is God going to do for the next 78 or more years, God willing. So we hope that you're able to join us for that. We will have our second service. The 11 o'clock service will be out on the lawn. Big tent will be set up. There'll be some time together after that service, and just a general celebration with our Sunday school singing and things like that. We would love to have you join us for that as well. The 24th of this month, the Sunday after that, apologize for all these Sundays in a row, but that will begin our summer worship schedule. And our summer worship schedule is a one singular Sunday service. That's at 9:30, so it's an hour later than our normal early service. So 9:30 on Sunday morning, and a Monday evening service at 7 p.m. So we have two services still, but they're just on different days and at slightly different times. I do want to let you know that because of Memorial Day, the 24th will only have a 9:30 service on Sunday. Again, we hope that you're able to join us for that. And before that, the Friday before that, on the 22nd of May, want you to come out for our Friday Fry-Up. This is just an opportunity for us to be together as the church, to be together as our community. If you've got friends in the area, bring them by. There's no agenda. There's no, eat a burger and become a member. None of that. Just some time together. We know how hard it can be to find fellowship, to find friendship, to spend time together, and so we make it a habit here at Christ to provide opportunities for people to be together. This Friday Fry-Up on the 22nd begins at 5:30. It is a kind of cookout theme, so if you're wondering about the food, it's going to be, burgers, brats, that sort of thing. If you can bring a dish to pass, if you want to come, that would be awesome. It is not required. So I'll look forward to seeing you for that. Now comes what's always dangerous, Pastor's Chat. Let's talk about what's next. This is something that I'm still working on. I want to introduce some language just briefly, and that is spheres of discipleship. One of the things you're going to see here at Christ over the next year is our developing of this language of spheres of discipleship. When we think about our Lord, who, when he was had been before he was ascended, at the end of the Gospel of Matthew, he says, "Go into all nations, and as you go, make disciples, right? Baptizing, teaching, so that they might keep or obey all that I have commanded you. Surely I'm with you always, even to the very end of the age." What does it mean to make disciples? Typically, the church has looked at this in two spheres. That is a inner sphere, a first sphere, that is baptizing. This is the church's number one thing. We worship together. We receive the sacraments of God, his wondrous gifts. This is first sphere discipleship. It is preaching, and it is hearing the word. It is being together in worship, right? Boom. If the church does not do first sphere discipleship, it is not doing church. The second sphere is teaching. And in the church, we teach in a variety of ways. We teach how to read the Bible. We teach what the Bible means. We teach how to do Christian living. We teach kind of doctrines and kind of doing life together. We offer things for marriage support and assistance. We do counseling. We do lots of different ways of formation, right, for individuals. Now, that's second sphere discipleship, all right? Second sphere, making of disciples, is where we teach and we form people in the Christian life, in the Christian walk, by means of the scriptures, by means of the teachings of the church. And that's good and right, and we need to do that. Confirmation is in there too. What's third sphere then? Well, Christ has called his people to love the world, just as Christ did. Right? Now, he gave his life up for the church, and so how can the church, right, sacrifice or give to the community to share God's love? That's third sphere discipleship. It's looking for needs in our community, among our people, and among those who are around us, particularly here in the greater Milford area, and finding opportunities for us to step in and meet those needs. And we meet those needs explicitly because we want to share the love of Jesus. It's not that it's a kind of bait and switch. We can give you this need, or we can help you with food or clothing or time together or a place to be, but you have to hear about Jesus in a Bible study first. But rather, it's because we have been made disciples, because we have received the teachings and the sacraments of our God, we now share that love with you, so that in seeing our good deeds, as Jesus says in the Gospel of Matthew, others may glorify our Father who is in heaven, and by it we may win an opportunity. We may gain others for the kingdom as they see the love we have for one another, and indeed receive that love as they ask and then hear about that good thing of our Lord's death and resurrection, of the good news that we celebrate so often here at Christ. So this went way longer. This is the problem when Pastor doesn't write down his notes. Forgive me for that. But just kind of starting to spill out with some of these ideas. Obviously, they need some more firm love and attention. They need some editing. They need some more prayer. And indeed, what they need is wisdom. They need your help, as the spirit of wisdom has been placed into the church. We need you to give us some feedback on first, second, and third sphere discipleship as you raise up and see opportunities and needs, not only for first or second sphere discipleship. We need information and feedback on that, but also where you see needs, where we can create and step in love to care for our community so they might know the love of God. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.